Yeah, what is up, everybody? We're going to get some coffee. I've been waiting for this show for 48 hours. Been absolutely hell-bent. I buried myself in work for the last 48 hours just so that I wanted some raw reaction. Obviously, coming up today, Elite Sports Show, 2 p.m. Eastern, Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. Going to be diving in Andrew Luck, what happens now. The Andrew Luck situation is one of the most shocking things ever. I don't understand it. It's going to be hard for me not to scream and yell about the people taking victory laps. I don't get the victory lap people. You didn't do anything. You didn't win anything. I don't know. Andrew Luck wasn't going to miss time. He got sick of repeating the whole thing. You weren't right for fading Andrew Luck. And it really doesn't hurt you that much. We told you to get a backup quarterback anyway. So this idea that, I knew it because he had an ankle injury. No. TFO. Absolutely not. This is a dude at age 29 that retired from the NFL. It is one of the most historic things to ever happen. And it's a very telling sign. I think we heard Andrew Luck completely torn it all off. That put his emotions out there, where he was tired of the cycle, endless cycle. That's what it is to be an NFL player. And when you make that much money, you don't need it anymore. You make $20 million, and you start thinking to yourself, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I rehabbing? Why am I going through it? So those are the problems, and that's a problem with the NFL. It's a big problem happening with them. They're just going to have to recycle players, because very seldom, if a player gets beat up by the age of 30, what's their incentive? Because if they make it to the age of 30 and are still playing in the league, they've made enough money for the rest of their lives, their kids' lives, their grandchildren's lives. At that point, it isn't really worth it. So we'll talk about that today, the fantasy implications of Andrew Luck. Jacoby Brissett is a very intriguing. He's a good backup. I had him ranked in my top 40 of quarterbacks over at Fantasy Guru for the entire preseason, but he's no Andrew Luck. Let's be clear that Jacoby Brissett is not Andrew Luck. And those who don't just remember the end of last season, remember the entirety of it. They started out with 0-3, 0-4, and it took some heroic efforts by Andrew Luck. It took Darius Leonard and his defense to really turn it around later on to go on that majestic run, which caused them to go to the divisional round. They got the playoff win in Houston and all that. Without Andrew Luck, no flipping chance. No chance. This is an organizational issue. Not only did they fail to take care and do their franchise quarterback, the Colts had the most salary cap room and the most draft picks, or I think third most draft picks going into this season. And they treated this offseason like my kid eating Brussels sprouts. Like, no, I don't like it. Where they should have attacked it like me eating a pizza after midnight. Like, dive in there and go get it. But they didn't. They had a lot of money, and they still have a lot of money, now a ton, even more without Andrew Luck. They could have went for it. Good offensive line, solid defense, but Luck hid a lot of the deficiencies on offense and completely dropped Marlon Mack. I was nervous about Mack anyway, and this just confirms it, and you wonder why. The offensive line's still very good. They'll still be okay running the ball, middle of the pack, middle of the league.